speak to my colleague Duncan Hyamba, who's joining us from our City Centre studio. Later on, Duncan is going to be covering that NASA address by Raila Odinga. Duncan, what are we looking at? Who are you speaking to? What are they saying about this declaration or this announcement today?
Betty, unfortunately, we are not making any headway in as far as getting finer details of what that anticipated political big announcement is all about, except for the fact that when you look at some of the tweets that the three affiliate parties of NASA, that is a group calling itself ODM Reloaded, Wiper Party Movement, and ANC, some of the tweets that they put out there last night. And if I can just take you through from ODM Reloaded, it says, our resolve remains resolute and we are steadfast in our determination. A tweet from Wiper Movement said, tomorrow we unveil the hope for Kenya, where development, rule of law, respect for human rights, peace and prosperity are the order of the day. And then ANC said the journey to liberation continues. It's never going to be easy. Those are the only, I think, sort of communication, if they're official, that we can say is what we are able to go with. Of course, in addition to what NASA leader Raila Odinga made on Sunday, when he said that today he will be making that big announcement. So nothing much. We are trying to reach out to communication camps in all the five NASA parties. Nobody is actually communicating. Even some of the closest allies to the principals, nobody is picking calls nor returning texts. So we are in the dark as far as that announcement, what time it will be coming, and what exactly it could be about. But perhaps on Sunday, after that declaration by NASA leader while in Kibra, we reached out to some of closer sources that are close to powers that be within NASA. And they indicated that they were finalizing, collecting and compiling their evidence and as far as the malpractice that they believe actually took place. So most probably my guess, and this is my guess, perhaps today they could be giving out statistics on where maybe they think there was a fraud that was committed. Most probably they'll be giving that clear picture as per their tally, because we've never had a breakdown. So perhaps that is what we'll be expecting. And maybe what Raila Odinga will be applying his mind on. Remember that on Friday, there was that effort to try and stop IEBC from actually making that big announcement. So we are not so sure what exactly will be coming our way, Betty.
Right. Briefly, Duncan, do you know where it's going to be? What time? Is there any indication of that?
That's what I've said. We are trying to reach the normal channels that usually communicate, and nobody's picking calls, nobody's responding to our texts, and even some of the principals, they're not responding. So that is the kind of, we are in darkness exactly the time that we expect this announcement, but most probably perhaps around midday or maybe early afternoon. So that could be exactly. But we are not so sure when exactly that one will happen, and we don't know whether it will still be at the Okoa Kenya Secretariat in Lavington, or it will be at Capitol Hill, that is Raila Odinga's private office, or where the NASA principals used to hold their usual strategic meetings. So as of now, we cannot exactly pinpoint the venue and the time. So, but we are trying to make calls. Maybe in the next few hours or so, few minutes or so, we'll be able to tell exactly where that briefing will be taking place, Betty.
All right, thank you very much, Duncan Hyamba there. Keep making the calls, and of course, he's going to be the person who's going to be covering that announcement by NASA leader Raila Odinga that's going to be taking place today. Coming back